be displayed, and the fail should be no autofill options. And coming to the last one, test case ID 4. If the user enters more than 100 letters, the pass should be warning message to review keyword, and the fail should be search engine continues to look up for the keyword.
Okay, cool. So you have a couple of positive tests, a couple of negative tests,
Yes.
which is, given, how generic that page is that you're testing there, you actually came up with some pretty good ideas there for testing.
Thank you.
All right, thank you very much. Go to group 2. Kathy, you're still taking notes on group 2, is that correct?
That's right.
All right.
So we actually went ahead and wrote up a few test cases for our user scenario. And the first test case that we came up with was just for the tester to navigate to the Amazon.com site from their either desktop or laptop or any browser, because one of our original things was to be able to test on desktop, laptop, any browser.
Okay.
Step 2 is for them just to go
qualifications for being an Agile coach if you're in a coaching conversation.
Can I add one more thing to this?
Yep.
And I've had other more experienced coaches tell me this in the field that, a lot of people use the 5 whys sometimes to try to troubleshoot or try to get down to a root cause or something with asking people why they're doing certain things. There's a slippery slope when using that question, using why, because people can get defensive if you treat them like, well, why are you doing things, right? So you should use why very carefully. And that's what I was told. I don't know if you've had similar experience where people have gotten offended or seen that when using why instead of the what. And then these questions, they're not, it's like, what would you do? Instead of, why are you doing this?
Right. So why will shut down the conversation. So notice there is no why on this list. Okay. So you were a dispersed working group.
Correct. Yep.
Not a dispersed team.
That's That's very true.
Yeah. Anyone else? Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I had different teams. Actually, right now, my team here is collocated, but I have different teams to coach, and I travel.
Anything else on the developmental levels before we move on?
I was going to say the orange organizations, I've seen so many of those, they try to force and think that just because they put some Scrum teams together that they're Agile. And they think of the rapid delivery aspects of Scrum. So, so some of them, they're like, regardless of whether they get a coach that comes in or not, they go ahead and try to roll out, forcing it to become, but the culture's still there. So
yeah, so those are the ones that are probably doing cargo cult, right?
Yep.
They're going through the motions, they're doing the practices, but they're not really living the values and the principles, and then they're not going to see the results that they expect, right?
Normally I'm much more critical, but seriously, I enjoy it. I like your style.
Thank you.
Yeah, it was indeed a great 4 days of good workshop. I think you were really awesome. Okay, and
thanks,
I think
Pi.
everyone here in the group also is really good, awesome folks. So I really enjoyed interacting with each one of us.
Yeah, thank you.
And maybe we can be connected if you can have all emails exchanged, and we can be in touch.
So I'll leave that up to you in terms of
feel
sharing.
free to connect to me. I already connected with some people through LinkedIn. Just feel free to connect to me. Okay. And so we'll keep in touch.
Okay.
Yep. Yeah, and Kay, if you want to send my email address out for all to see, that's fine as well.
Okay. Ashwini, are you okay with that?
Yeah.
Okay.
And thank you, Kay. This is really helpful. And this is, on that career path, that path that you're showing, I think, on the screen. This is the last class, I think, before I have to wait for the, few months or whatever. But I think it was really helpful. It probably got more out of it, I think, just from the instructor perspective than the team facilitation one. So I'm still going through that one, but I just want to say thanks. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
And thanks to everybody on the group. Everybody was really,
And
really helpful.
I'm willing to hang out right now. I just want to make sure I'm honoring your time. I apologize again for running late.
And I want to add something else. Before this course, I was thinking about myself as a coach. Apparently, I was not coaching. I was teaching. I was mentoring. I was facilitating, but I never coached.
It's
fixing, right? Fixing.
Fixing. Yeah.
I definitely learned a
So
lot.
this is really nice. I think the whole flow of the course is very good.
Good. Great.
Yeah, all 4 days I enjoyed the course. So whatever was the expectation, it was completely fulfilled. And I liked your style of conducting the workshop.
Thank you.